Hello friends. Imagine two people. One says, I know. The other says, I wonder. Who do you think is more likely to grow? Most of us admire confidence, and rightly so. Confidence helps us act, confidence helps us lead, confidence helps us persevere. But there's a subtle moment when confidence crosses a line. A moment when confidence becomes certainty. And certainty is dangerous. Because the moment we become certain, we stop exploring, we stop questioning, we stop listening, and eventually we stop growing. Today's episode is about that hidden leadership blind spot, the certainty trap. Let's begin with a simple observation. Human beings love certainty because certainty feels safe, predictable, comfortable. Our brains are constantly trying to reduce uncertainty. We want answers, we want explanations, we want closure. That's why certainty often feels like intelligence. But certainty and intelligence are not the same thing. In fact, many intelligent people become trapped by certainty. Not because they lack knowledge, but because they stop questioning it. Imagine standing in front of a door. Behind it may be opportunity, learning, growth, a completely new perspective. Curiosity opens the door. Certainty walks away from it. The tragedy is not that the door was locked. The tragedy is that we stopped checking. Here's where the trap becomes more dangerous. Success often creates certainty. Think about it. The more successful you become, the more people agree with you. The more people praise you, the less people challenge you. Slowly, a dangerous illusion begins to form. If I've been successful before, I must already know. But history teaches us something entirely different. Many successful individuals fail not because they stop working. They fail because they stop learning. Imagine someone holding a map. The map helped them reach one destination successfully. Now imagine they insist on using the same map forever. Even when the terrain changes, even when the roads change, even when the destination changes. The map was not the problem. The refusal to update it was. Leadership often works the same way. Let's explore something uncomfortable. Now, why do some people always need to be right? Because being right feels powerful. Being wrong feels vulnerable. Yet growth requires vulnerability. The willingness to say, I may have missed something. I could be wrong. Tell me what you see. That willingness is not weakness, it is maturity, and without it, relationships suffer, teams suffer, leadership suffers. A mirror only reflects what stands in front of it. A window reveals what lies beyond. Certainty turns us into mirrors, curiosity turns us into windows. One reflects, the other expands. The certainty trap rarely announces itself. It appears in subtle ways. You may be caught in it when you dismiss ideas too quickly. You interrupt before listening. You assume you already know the answer. You resist feedback. You stop asking questions. You become defensive when challenged. None of these behaviors seem dramatic, but together they create stagnation. And stagnation is often disguised as confidence. There is a famous story which tells us of a teacher pouring tea into a cup. Now the cup becomes full, yet the teacher continues to pour. Tea spills everywhere. The student says the cup is already full. The teacher smiles. Exactly. A full cup cannot receive anything new. Neither can a closed mind. The strongest leaders are not those who know everything. They are those who remain teachable. Curiosity is not a personality trait, it's a discipline, a deliberate choice, a habit, a way of engaging with the world. So instead of saying, I know, try saying, what am I missing? Instead of saying, this won't work, ask, what can this teach us? Instead of saying, I've seen this before, ask, what is different this time? Small shifts, massive impact. Amongst the corporate leaders, certainty often appears as bureaucracy. Processes become untouchable. Ideas become rigid. Innovation slows down. The phrase, we have always done it this way, becomes a warning sign. Amongst the founders, certainty often appears as overconfidence. Past success becomes future strategy. Assumptions stop being tested. Markets change, customers change, reality changes, but the founder's thinking does not. And growth begins to flatline, stall. Confidence says, I can. Certainty says, I already know. And curiosity says, teach me. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself, where have I become certain? My career, my leadership, my relationships, my beliefs, my habits? Could certainty be hiding my next breakthrough? The greatest threat to growth is not failure. It's the belief that there is nothing left to learn. The world changes, people change, circumstances change. The leaders who continue to grow are not necessarily the smartest. They are the most teachable, because growth begins where certainty ends. And leadership belongs to those who remain curious enough to keep learning. Jai Hind.